Hello everybody, and today we have a new video and we are talking about Rogue One. Now the movie came out Friday, but come on in. So the movie came out Friday and it is Sunday today. And I kind of wanted to make this video on Friday, but I couldn't. And then yesterday just didn't work out. All the cat hair, it didn't work out. And so I thought I would just put it out later rather than never. But a new setup sort of looking thing, like here are all the pop figures that I have. And then this will be filled up with other things later on. But it's a work in progress. But we are not focused on that right now. We are focused on Rogue One. This movie, it's a Star Wars movie. It's a Disney movie. Disney, like, you can always count on for a good movie. And it's like kind of like the cat almost broke my shelf. She's too fat. She can't stay up there. She's fine. She'll stay there. It was a Disney movie, so like Marvel, it won't disappoint. It will just be a good movie. But this cat. So this movie, okay. She's trying to go on the dresser now. I'm just gonna put her back out. Okay, now back to the video. It was a Disney movie, Marvel movie, sort of like Marvel's Disney, Star Wars is Disney, so these movies will not disappoint. There will be things that we can find wrong with it, of course, like every movie, but it won't be a DC Extended Universe movie. It won't be a bad movie. Like, you can always count on that. So the only thing that I had a problem with is it kind of felt slow in like the middle, and it in some different parts. Like, it was kind of like it would go from like really boring stuff to really intense like stuff that you need to pay attention to. So that was like kind of the only real thing that I found a problem with. But also another thing that I had a problem with was everybody talked like a little too fast, and I don't know, they didn't necessarily talk too fast like I do. I just like babble on. It was just like they talked things that I didn't know, and like some of them were Easter eggs. This movie was just packed full of Easter eggs, but I was trying to decipher like which ones were Easter eggs and which sentences were part of the actual plot. And it was kind of hard for me in the beginning. I caught on at the end, but like even for a fan, and like I'm not by any means like a huge Star Wars fan. I only started watching Star Wars because The Force Awakens was announced. So I went to the local library and I picked out A New Hope, and I wanted to watch it because of the new Star Wars. So I am a big fan of the new Star Wars, and this movie takes place before A New Hope, so it has a lot to do with those old movies, and I've only seen those like once or twice. I think I've seen them twice, and it's just like the plot was kind of weird in the beginning, but it smoothed out towards the middle, so like I can kind of catch up with it. But like even for myself, who's like not a big fan but kind of knows things, it's kind of hard to keep up. But if like you're a big fan, you probably won't care. But like for me, when I was first watching it, like right in the beginning, it starts off with like things I need to pay attention to. But whenever I go in a movie, I'm like really excited because I've been waiting for it for a long time. So I was really excited, and I wasn't kind of paying attention. I like paying attention, especially in Star Wars, like the background, like all the little markets and the people that are always like doing something in the background, like working on things or doing things, their costumes and everything. I like to pay attention to that stuff. So I kind of missed out on some of the things, but like those two things were like the main thing, like how it kind of felt boring in some parts and how I couldn't really keep up with it. But that's kind of like on me. Like I couldn't really keep up with it for like the first 30 minutes, but then I was like, okay, this is the pilot, and I wasn't sure, anything. But like I caught on, so it got better. So this movie was like Suicide Squad in the way that every character was done really pretty good. Like Enchantress is the only bad character in Suicide Squad, and like this movie had like no bad characters. Like Diego Luna, like any Mexican character obviously will be my favorite character. Not like my favorite, but they will jump to a high spot on the list. And seeing like a person like that in a role in Star Wars, like he said, for more than 10 seconds is kind of a really cool thing. So like his character obviously stood out, and just like K2SO is like the fan favorite. So he's like not my favorite, but he's I like him. And like Jin was just like really really cool. And I like Star Wars always introduces new characters, which I like with their movies. And like because I don't have to go back and read comic books to strengthen my knowledge before movies like when Spider-Man Homecoming was announced and Vulture was announced. I had to go back and read comics of the Vulture, just like kind of like freshen up on what he was like about, because I didn't really remember. But in this one, especially in these new ones, like they introduce new characters and it's really fun and like nobody really knows going into it, but then everybody knows it after and everybody wants the T-shirts and everything of those characters. So the characters were done really well, and also the plot, it just shows how much Star Wars can just like milk everything in their universe, because first of all, we have so many cartoons, books, games, movies, and they're still coming out with ideas, and they still have ideas. And this one just shows, like in like A New Hope, they're like, oh, the rebel spies. It was playing on TV today, and I was watching it, and they said the rebel spies got us the Death Star plans, and like just from like that one little sentence sparked a whole movie. So just like thinking of all the possibilities, I think that's really cool about Star Wars. And it's like Marvel, but a lot of like Marvel storylines have already been done in comic books. And like what Marvel movies do and what DC movies do is they take inspiration from those arcs, so it's not like totally new. Star Wars like was built off like one movie. It started with one movie and then it went on to 2 movies and 3 movies and movies and games and books. So I really like the whole idea of the plots. You know, I liked, and like just like this plot wasn't even boring. It was really cool. And also careful for spoilers after this point. I don't think I've given away any spoilers, but click the little 3 lines and plus, and then hit to add to watch later. And then once you've seen the movie, you can come back and watch it. And YouTube will send you a little reminder if you're on a mobile device, like I am usually. And it just says, from your watch later, this, or whatever. So that always reminds me, even if I don't go to my watch later a lot. So that is something that you could do if you haven't seen the movie yet, because I do not want to be blamed for any spoilers. Okay, before I get done with this video, public service announcement. Do not be the person in the theater that claps at everything.
I was at the showing Saturday morning at noon. It was not morning, but that's morning to me. But Saturday at noon, and you know, like this is only cool if like you're at the 8 o'clock showing. And even at the midnight showings, they know how to clap. Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little story.
Also, spoiler warning, biggest one of all. I almost cried at the end when they all died. I had no idea they were gonna die. Most people, I don't think they're as shocked as me because they kind of knew it was gonna happen, because probably they said it in A New Hope, like they died for it or something. But like, it just never crossed my mind. Like they all just got picked off one by one, and I was just like when they were on the beach, when Cassian and Jen were on the beach, I was like, oh, K2's gonna come in a ship and save them. Like every movie, I was like, K2's dead, and I was like, oh, the other guys are gonna save him. That duo, oh, they're dead, and the pilot's gonna save him. Oh, he's dead. So I really was really shook, I guess you could say at that. So now that that is out of the way, Star Wars Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. It was like I liked it a lot. Like I liked The Force Awakens. It was not as good as The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens is just like mind blowing every time I see it. But like this one was still really good. It was a good Star Wars film, and I'll give it that. And just like the little kind of dips in like in the middle, and like in some parts it kind of was weird how it got so intense, and then it kind of caught back up, and it did catch back up, and then the only other problem that I had with it was the not being able to keep up with it, and I was kind of scared for people like that didn't know anything about Star Wars and they just saw The Force Awakens, like my sister, and like they caught on. It was okay. Like they had the same problems as me, and I just like it just got better. But people will overlook it because it's a Marvel film or Disney film, and I don't want to go into the whole it's Disney and then DC got a bad rap because it's DC. But that's going to do it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe because the channel is growing and you should be a part of it too. And there will be like a bunch of new videos in the new year because I don't know why, but just because I have a feeling about it. So this shelf is going to be done, by the way, soon. And I'm sorry that the cat kind of interrupted. It was kind of a funny thing though. So I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you guys thought of Star Wars Rogue One, Star Wars Story. Is it Star Wars Rogue One, what is it? Okay, it's just Rogue One, a Star Wars story. So let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section. And careful for spoilers if you go down there if you haven't seen the movie. But I already warned you about spoilers in the beginning of the video. So I don't know why you'd be looking at comments if I told you to look at the comments right now. Because I've already talked about spoilers. So that was like the last thing I needed to say. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.